Hello everyone, welcome to Golden Heart Tarot. My name is Ren. I hope you all are safe and happy. Today we are asking, what are the positive traits that people notice about you? Maybe we'll find some things that you don't realize. As usual, we have three groups. Group 1 is Perfect Storm, the courage to step into life, and the Fountain Tarot. Group 2 is Beloved, Radical Acceptance, and the Baroque Tarot. And group 3 is Fool's Embrace, Transmuting Pain, and the Dreamkeeper's Tarot. I'll be doing one big shuffle at the beginning, but if you want to jump straight into your reading, those timestamps are in the description box. I'll see you at your group. Hello, Group 1. If you chose Perfect Storm, the courage to step into life, and the Fountain Tarot, this will be your reading. Today we are asking, what are the positive things that people notice about you? And maybe we'll get some things that you don't even realize. Let me get your cards laid out, and then we'll get into your reading. $15, the Shapeshifter. The Seven of Pentacles. The Warrior, Perfectionism, Burnout. The Eight of Coins. The Four of Cups. The Three of Cups. The Emperor. Justice. The Tower. We had an extra card, Death. Wow. And then back of deck, we had the Ace of Wands. I think it's safe to say you affect people quite a bit with all that major arcana. Let me take a look at your starter card here and see what I get. Okay, so I'm getting that when the shit hits the fan, you're the person that everyone goes to. It's like you thrive in chaos. You might even like it a little bit, you know? When things start to break down and everyone's freaking out, it might actually excite you, like make you happy. But I get that you are very calm when it comes down to it. It's like you just enjoy watching everyone else freak out, you know? You are very good with your communication, very intelligent. There may be something a little bit flashy about you as well. I don't know, you have a good style about you. You may dress well. I'm also getting that you're a bit of a dreamer. You may have big goals, big dreams, and you're just waiting for the opportunity to jump on those goals, to make it happen. And you're willing to sacrifice a lot in order to get there. You know, it doesn't have to be easy. It just has to be available. It feels like you're kind of like waiting on the right time for something to happen. Just waiting for that just perfect opportunity, and you will be ready to go. It really does feel like you're on the precipice of taking action on something in your life. You have a lot of experience behind you. You've gained a lot of knowledge. It just feels like you're ready. You know, it's scary but exciting at the same time. It could be that you've outgrown a certain situation and you're about to move on to something new. Whatever that may be. It feels like you've done this, you've gotten everything you can out of it, and now it's time to try something new. And it's exciting and thrilling, and you're just waiting for the opportunity to go, to jump in, to make it happen. It feels like whatever this may be, it's something that really suits you. Oh, it's in your tarot too. The positive things that people notice about you that maybe you don't realize. People notice that you're very adaptable. It could be that they know about your experience, the things that you've been through. You could have had many different jobs or many different hobbies. It just feels like you've gotten what you can out of where you're at, and you're just waiting for the opportunity to take up something new, and you are well suited to it, whatever it might be. Whatever it is that is new in your life or something that you want to do, something you want to try, whether it be a new career path, a new relationship, a move, a new hobby, whatever it is, you are well suited to it, and people notice this about you. They believe that it's a good choice for you, that it suits you, that it fits. It's kind of like people can feel that you're just ready to go for it. People notice that you are very good at the things that you do. You'll put in the hard work. You like things to be just right. But there's also something here about following your impulses. So there's this excited energy around you that people are picking up, and it's having a bit of a domino effect. It's like other people are getting excited about it too, even though it's not for them, it's for you. But it's like they're excited for you. People believe that you can do whatever it is that you put your mind to, and you'll do it well. People notice that you are proud of the things that you've done, of your accomplishments. And whereas some people may feel that where they're at isn't really great, like if they're at work, they may complain a lot, about being at work and other things that they could be doing, but you just kind of seem to be happy where you are at any given time, even though you're waiting on that opportunity to go and do something new and exciting. You're happy where you're at as well. Because we have that 4 of cups and then 3 of cups next to it. It's like, well, I don't have 4 cups, but I have these 3 cups and they are good enough for me. People notice your positivity and how humble you are. People notice your confidence, your stability, your experience. You have a very good grasp on who you are as a person, the things that you like, the things that you don't. And you have a very logical way of looking at things. People really do trust you when things go crazy. They look to you to know what to do next. They also notice that you take kind of one thing at a time. You take the good with the bad with the good. It's life. It happens. There's kind of that feeling about it. There's just an acceptance of where you're at, but also dreaming of new things to come. This is kind of funny in the cards, but in the 8 of coins, he's putting together a cube. And then the emperor underneath that has the cube and is checking it out. So there's something here about how you put things together, how you plan things out, just how your mind works. And then we have the 4 of cups and he's sitting with all these cubes, right? And not feeling maybe that great. And so we're going to go down to justice where there's a triangle and try that out. And then we have triangles in the tower card. It's like... It just moves from one thing to another, like trying different things out. It's your experience, how you go about learning new things or how you go about formulating your plans. And it's all very logical, but adaptable at the same time. It feels kind of like the scientific method, where I'm going to try this out and then, oh, it didn't work. So I'm going to try this out. Oh, it didn't work. So now where am I going to go now? What am I going to try next? People notice that you take your failures as well as your successes in the same way. People do notice your dynamic energy. It's really difficult not to notice. People feel that they can trust you to get them through whatever it might be, whatever chaos that ensues. They notice that you're fair, that you're honest, and really if something is unsalvageable, you are like, burn it down and we're going to start over. It's like you don't attach yourself to certain situations or even certain things. You're just kind of like, on to the next. You win some, you lose some, When people notice all these things about you, I get how you make them like feel when they notice this stuff is the Ace of Wands. So you get them pumped up, you get them excited about going after their own things. You get them excited about what your interests are even. You have this excitement and this creative energy around you that really affects the people that you're around. It really does come across that you make them feel braver, more confident, and excited to try out their own interests because of your interests and how you go at expressing those things. You also make people feel safe enough to do so. You build excitement in the people that you're around. It really is awesome. You're a cheerleader in your own life, and you're also a cheerleader for others. All right, so let's see what else people notice about you. We have the Fountain, the Hierophant, Nine of Wands, the Magician, 10 of Coins, the Ace of Swords, and back of deck, we have the 5 of Swords. Well, people notice and recognize you as a teacher. They notice you are knowledgeable and also spiritually gifted. It's coming across really that your energy is just so strong. You might find that you walk into a room and everyone looks at you. You're one of those energies that just cannot be ignored, really. And it's because of your experiences. You don't just wake up one day and you're like this. This is someone that's built themselves. People notice that you have a lot to offer. And the people around you really do care about you. Your loss would be deeply felt by these people. And I did say you're a teacher, but you're also a student. You really are so humble when it comes down to it. People notice that they can really relate to you. People notice that you have a strong belief system and you have your own inner truth, your own inner knowing about things. And although you're willing to learn and you're very adaptable to different situations, it doesn't change that inner truth that you have. And you will defend that if need be. People notice that you will fight verbally if need be, and you will win. I don't think anyone wants to get into a fight with you. Yeah, because with the 5 of Swords, it's like they know that they won't win. They know that they won't win. So yes, people notice your creativity, your knowledge, your experience, your communication, how humble you are, your adaptability, and your willingness to try out something new. That excitement around you is really standing out. Whatever it is that you're planning on doing or whatever you're waiting on, it sounds like a really good idea from the cards here. And I think the people around you think that it would really fit you as well. So I think you should go for it. And I don't see that you would hold back. So that's a good thing, definitely. Happy travels, Group 1. Well, those are the positive things that people notice about you. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose Beloved, Radical Acceptance, and the Baroque Tarot, this will be your reading. We're asking, what are the positive things that people notice about you? Let me get your cards laid out, and then we'll get into your reading. $38, the Bridge. Page of Pentacles. The Smith, Overthinking, Taking Action. Two of Cups. Eight of Swords. Six of Swords. Knight of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. The Tower. And then back of deck, we have the Queen of Swords. Let me take a look at your starter card here and see what I get. So I'm getting that you feel deeply, you love hard, you love fully and accept everything and surrender to the idea of love. This could be with other people, but also with yourself, with your hobbies, whatever you're passionate about. You throw yourself 100% into those things and towards the people that you love. You're not shy or ashamed of it either. You are intense, and I'm also getting that you can be pretty lucky in love even. When it comes to romantic relationships, I'm getting that it takes a very strong person to be with you. Someone that can really accept that kind of love from someone else, because it is intense and it can be scary even. You may find it difficult to find someone that is as passionate as you are. People notice your passion, your intensity, and your capability to love deeply. I am picturing the World card for some reason, and I'm getting that it's not quite the world. It's about, like when you're looking at the outline, it's about a quarter of the way full. So I feel that it's been a journey in order to find this love within you, and that the journey continues. It's like you're not quite done yet. You haven't quite mastered everything there is to know when it comes to love. But you are certainly heading in that direction. The Bridge also talks about acceptance. So people notice that you are very accepting of others, even people that come from a different background than you, maybe very different from you. People feel accepted and loved by you. You have a very welcoming energy about you. People notice that you're very curious and like to learn about who they are, where they're from, where they've been. Like, you want to know people's stories. People really notice that they feel welcomed by you. They feel accepted and a connection to you pretty quickly. People notice that you really like to plan things out. You like logistics, and you may actually like that more than actually doing whatever you're planning. That's not to say that you don't take action on those things that you've planned, but you really get into the planning portion and you are really, really good at it. It really is coming through that people just really feel comfortable around you. Like, even those people that may be shy, may not really connect with a whole lot of people, you seem to offer them your time, your friendship, and it really stands out as something very special to these people. Not a lot of people will do the things that you do. You build a community around you. Nobody is left out. Not a single person is left out. People notice that you are just a genuinely kind person, and they really appreciate that. There's also something here about you moving away from drama. Like, you don't want to have anything to do with that. You want everyone to accept each other and love each other, and that's it. No drama, no disagreements, nothing like that. It kills your vibe and you don't like it. People do really feel safe around you, and there's just something about you that is so welcoming, and even those people with intense social anxiety feel better once they've interacted with you. They notice how they feel about themselves being around you. You definitely have a big heart, and you really just are trying to help everyone, make everyone feel at home and welcomed and that they have a place with you in the world. It really is quite beautiful. In noticing these things about you, people react in a way that is the Queen of Swords. So I'm getting that they feel that they can honestly speak their mind. They can share their own feelings, their thoughts, without fear of being rejected. They can explain a crazy situation to you and you're not going to balk at it. You're not going to judge them for their choices. And maybe they can get some things off their chest that they have never been able to share with anyone. That's how safe you make people feel. I'm also getting that people notice that you may get some unwanted attention as well. Maybe it's because you're so kind and you have a big heart and so passionate even. It feels like you get some romantic attention from others that take it in the wrong way. So I am getting some unwanted attention maybe in the romance department because you make people feel so accepted and safe that you may get people asking you out quite a bit. They may take it the wrong way, and people notice this. The attention may be positive or not, just kind of depends. All right, let's see what else people notice about you. Queen of Wands, the Five of Wands, the King of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Empress, and back of deck we have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, so people notice that you are comfortable around people. The more the merrier. You know, you are just very much like in your element when you are surrounded by others. You are very social and you're really good at it. People also notice that you're good with animals and with children. I think people just naturally gravitate to you. People also notice, this is getting back to kind of a romantic thing, but they also notice that there is a lot of competition for you. Romantic interests want to be around you. They want you to choose them. You know, but I was picking up that you are intense, so it takes a very special person to be able to accept that. So although you may have a lot of people angling for your attention, it feels that most of them really don't have a chance with you. People do notice that you have plenty of options, though. People do notice that what really makes you special is your capacity to love another person. And it feels like you just have this endless love for the things that you do, for the people that surround you, for learning more about others. And it's just really your element to be in a social setting. It's where you thrive and where you create abundance around you. People notice that you are the center of attention when you're in a group of people. It just seems that you create groups around you wherever you go. Like there has to be at least 2 more people with you. You have a whole entourage for the most part. Or there may be a certain group of people that just kind of gravitates around you. And this group may be very different from each other, but they all get along because of you. You are the glue that holds the whole group together. I'm picking up a lot of fire in this group, especially Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. With the Ten of Cups there, you make people feel like family. I mean, overall, this whole reading has been about you accepting others and making them feel comfortable and welcome with you. And that's really the main thing that people notice about you, is how safe and accepted they feel by you. And it's not fake. You have an interest in them. You're interested in what they have to say, in their experiences, in their opinions. And it really does create a lot of love around you. And that love starts from inside of you. People really do feel very happy being around you. And being in the group that's around you as well. They notice that they enjoy their time with you. People do notice how attractive you are, and it's not only physically, but also just energetically. More than anything, it's your energy that attracts all these people. With your leadership abilities and your skills in logistics, it just seems like you're just born to run a large household or to be a leader in a group of people and take them on trips or run a hostel. I don't know, but something like that. You never have to fear being alone, that's for sure. Well, thank you so very much, Group 2, for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 3. If you chose Fool's Embrace, Transmuting Pain, and the Dreamkeeper's Tarot, this will be your reading. We're asking, what are some things that people notice about you? Let me get your cards laid out, and then we'll get into your reading. We have 36, the Forest, 7 of Wands, the Orator, Communication, Confidence, the Sailor, New Influences, Wanderlust, Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Six of Swords, the Emperor, Three of Pentacles reversed, the Knight of Cups, and then back of deck we had the Ten of Swords. All right, let me take a look at your starter card here and see what I get. There's something here about you being very, very protective of yourself. You don't really show people exactly who you are. You put up a very strong wall against others. The thing about it, though, is that although you do put up this strong wall to protect yourself, you can't help but show some of the magic that is within you. Like, some of your colors do come out, and it's like you can't help it. These are just parts of you that people just notice that maybe you try to hide, or some things that you just don't want people to see, but they're just going to come out anyway. You know, it's like you try so hard to hide yourself, to protect yourself, but it's like your natural energy just peeks its way through. I'm also seeing a harvest moon here, so sometime during the fall might be important to some of you. Also, for some of you, you may have been in kind of a hermit phase, just being in the cave, you know. And it seems like maybe you're starting to come out of that, like starting to show more of yourself, because I'm seeing like this person wearing a crown. So coming out with more knowledge and just starting to show what you've learned, like who you've become over this certain period of time that you've been hiding away. There's transmutation and new beginnings in this card. So people notice that you have an adventurer spirit. You have a lot of courage to go after like new things. Some of you may like to go hiking, go camping, do outdoorsy activities, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. It could just be like going out and being in front of people or trying a new hobby of some sort. People find you very courageous in the things that you're interested in, the things that you're willing to do. It could be because of this, you know, cave energy that I was getting, that it might be that you do a lot of things on your own, and people like would normally think that they would want a friend with them or something, but you're not afraid to go out and do things completely by yourself, and they do notice that about you. They think you are very brave for doing so. People also notice that you have this childlike curiosity about you. There's something a little bit magical about the energy that you exude. It feels that your enthusiasm and your excitement over even the smallest of things is just very contagious. Your energy compels other people to have that energy as well. People notice that you're very good with your communication, and you also have this confidence about you, this courage that you have to stand out and stand alone. I think maybe these are things that you've hidden for a long time, but they're starting to come out now. You're starting to show more of who you are, and people are really beginning to notice that you have a lot of strong abilities and talents that are really coming to the forefront. You could also have a very open third eye, so some of you may have some psychic type of abilities as well. You may have a very good intuition. People are noticing that you're starting to speak your mind more. You're starting to share more than you have in the past. There's something in your energy here that has changed or is changing that people are noticing about you. With the Sailor card, it could be that some of you really do travel quite a bit, or you would really like to. It might be something that you're excited about doing, and you've shared some of that. People are noticing that. But that card also talks about fresh starts. So there is something that's new that you're doing differently now that people are noticing about you. It could be that you're going new places, or you're trying out new hobbies or new things, and you're sharing some of those things with other people, or they're seeing you do these things. And your excitement about all of this is really something that people notice because it starts to make them be excited about these things too. I think these people are not only excited for you, but they're also excited to do things that they want, things that get them excited. Like I said, this energy just kind of travels around. It's a domino effect when it comes to other people. I think when it comes to these things that you're excited about, people are noticing that you really are holding on to the idea of moving forward. Like you're not going back to how you were. You're not dropping back into hermit mode. You really are wanting to keep going, keep moving forward into the things that excite you and that you love, and you're very committed to doing so. People are noticing that these are things that you've made a decision about and you're really not willing to go back to where you were. These are things that now are part of your life, and it's really a great thing. All right, this is kind of funny. People have noticed that you make decisions on who you want to work with and who you don't want to work with. And it doesn't mean when you don't want to work with someone that you hate them, all right? It just means that you just are not going to put any energy towards that. You don't judge them. You don't look upon them negatively. It's just you do what you want, and that's fine, but I don't feel the need to have that in my life, and that's okay too, right? So you just go on your own way. So say if this is a coworker of yours, you can have a disagreement about something, but it doesn't mean that you send them hate or try to make things difficult on them. You just choose not to interact with them anymore. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to blow it out of proportion or have a big hissy fit or anything like that. You choose to respond rather than react. And people have noticed that. How comfortable you are in being alone, being who you are, and being comfortable in yourself is really standing out here in your cards. And people are really noticing just how strong you are in that. Like that you're okay on your own. Like you don't necessarily need anyone else to be there. And people are also noticing that you're very comfortable where you're at and also where you're headed. Like you do have goals, you do have dreams. There are things that you want to do. And they're going to be things that mean something to you. Otherwise, you won't do them. Like you've made very strong decisions in this hermit mode that you've been in. And people are noticing that you've come out a much more authentic version of yourself, really. And although you may still try to hide some things, it feels that you're not hiding too much because people are noticing quite a bit about you. I feel like you have people's eyes on you quite a bit. Like I said, your energy, the magic around you, and just your excitement about things is really hard to overlook, I believe your energy affects people in a lot of different ways. Not only do you get them excited to follow those things that really make them excited, that really light them up. I think you inspire people to be a lot like you and get them to realize that changing some things in their own life is really going to be beneficial for them. And you show them that they can be brave too, and they have the courage to do this as well. So let's see what else people notice about you. We have the Queen of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Hanged Woman, the King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and Temperance. Okay, so people do notice that you take your time on making decisions to move towards those things that are important to you, those things that really move your heart. It's like you make sure that that's exactly something that's good for you or something that really does move you in that way, and it's not just some spur of the moment want or desire. It has to be something that you really do care about. And people also notice that you take your time moving towards those things as well. It's like if it requires you to work towards it, then you're willing to put in that work to get there because that's how much it means to you. People are noticing that you are very deliberate in the things that you allow into your life and the things that you move towards, those things that you create in your life. Now, there are some people out there that are noticing that you would make a really good partner. Yeah, you would be someone that would be very nice to be in a relationship with, someone to even be committed to. And it also comes down to the fact that you won't allow things in your life that you don't care greatly about. You know, that if you do move forward with someone, it's going to be someone that you're intentionally building something with. It's someone that you really do care about. And so, you know, it's fairly serious from the get-go because you just won't allow things that don't touch your heart into your life to begin with, you know? So it almost starts out in a commitment type of way. There's a lot of investment that you put in even before you make a move on anything. And even if you don't know if it'll work out or not, you're going to make a really good go of it. Some people notice and believe that you sharing your love with them would be something that would be freeing for them and also very healing. So that's pretty specific. It may be just one specific person that's noticing this, but it's definitely in the energy here. I think people are noticing your commitment to your own life and want to be part of that commitment as well. It really just comes down to your energy affecting and inspiring the people around you. People notice that you are confident and capable, you're reliable, you are very disciplined, you're very secure in yourself and in your life, and also secure when it comes down to caring for others or being there for other people. You are very intuitive. You seem to always know what to say to make someone feel better or feel loved and wanted and cared for. The idea of travel is coming up again. Like, people are really noticing that you love to travel or would love to. It's something that the idea of really makes you happy. And people notice also that you do tend to hold back on some things, like some of the things that you really aren't interested in or things that you love to do or things that you want to do. You don't share everything completely. They do feel like you hold back some, but from the cards, like, you're sharing quite a bit. People notice more than I think that you want them to or may even expect them to. It just seems like it just comes out, you know, you really can't help it, even though it may be unintentional on your part. I think this really gets people's curiosity up and they just want to know more. I think that's what it is. They just want to know more about you. Like, the little peeks that they get of you, the things that you do share, they just want to know more. And your energy helps people to balance out their own energy, their own wants, their own desires. It's very healing for some people. It kind of allows people to see you, and it inspires them to make changes in their own life or see things that maybe they would like to change so that they can start being more like you or live a life that is like yours. Be excited like you are. You also show people that being patient to go after those things that really, really touch your heart is something that is okay. Like, you don't need to immediately be somewhere. Like, working towards those things slowly is great. You know, as long as you're moving forward, there's really nothing wrong. There's something about your energy that excites people but also calms them, makes them feel safe, like that they are okay, that they are able to do this too. Yeah, really overall, you're very much an inspiration, whether you're trying to be or not. All right, group 3. Well, people notice a lot of amazing things about you. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.